Good morning. I hope everyone is doing good. Hope everyone is doing great. Grab a cup of coffee. It's a beautiful morning. It's Tuesday. It's the 16th of October. I don't remember anymore. I don't have my phone here with me. But woke up, requested a payout, which is absolutely phenomenal. The market is looking good to continue to the downside, but for now, since it's only 9 a.m. here in Dubai, that means that there's still 2 hours until the market starts shaping up, meaning London session to start. So I'm going to get some things done and then I will break down the charts, see if we can get any trades. Doesn't matter if it's a win, doesn't matter if it's a loss. If I'm recording it, then it's going to go out. Last time we had 2 beautiful trades. The other time we had a losing trade with slippage. So let's see what we get today. I was able to finish reading the book that I was reading. And right now it's 11:13, so let's do a quick market breakdown.
Okay, so the market is looking interesting, and I do believe that the market now will be approaching these lows right here. So if we check on the weekly, we can see that basically the targets now for this week were the weekly order block. And now that we've reached the weekly order block, this is where you look for new targets, 0, 50, and 100% on the fib levels. Right now, what I can see is that the market continues breaking bearish. And the idea is, are we going to continue moving lower? If we can have the market moving a little bit higher towards a PD array that now we are going to find right here on the left and then start to break lower. So what I would like to see is the market coming up towards this 1 hour fair value gap and possible 1 hour order block. And then this is where I would go into the 5-minute or 15-minute and start trying to short afterwards. Now, obviously this can continue breaking lower, but it's coming to the point where any type of rejection is going to be aggressive, just like we saw back there. So we tapped the order block and then we completely started breaking higher. So I will be waiting for a little bit. Let's see if there's any possibilities for shorts. Now, pound dollar is not looking amazing really. Yes, pound dollar still looks like it might break lower, target these lows, but for now it has range bound price action ever since CPI, which means 5 days as of now. Pound dollar has just been range bound. With that being said, what I'm looking for on EU is very clear. If the market starts breaking lower from here, then so it be. We'll just be patient and wait for our setups. Okay, so euro dollar has now reached the area of interest. Let's see. What I would like to see, build up of liquidity, run on liquidity, and then the market starting to move to the downside. If we get that, then I will execute, and let's see, I will keep you guys posted. Okay, so I've just set an order. This order is actually for a long, so let me show you. This is a long on pound dollar. Here is the MetaTrader. So let's see if we get tagged in and if the trade does result in a win. I'm going to let everyone in the Discord know that I'm in, and then we proceed with our day. It can be as simple as that. We have an idea and we execute on it. And afterwards I'll break down why I took this long instead of taking the shorts. So Discord got the idea, not the signal. This is an idea. And this is the thing you need to understand. If you're joining a community because of signals or simply trade ideas, then you're doing yourself a complete disservice, because your goal is to become profitable and not to become profitable because someone else is profitable. It's ridiculous. So if you join the Simple Trading Edge, which you should, definitely don't do it for the signals. A little bit of drawdown followed by continuation. Something we can handle. Everything is good. Market is reacting nicely out of the levels I was expecting it to. So the trade is still hanging around break even, is still not out of risk at all. This could have just been the run towards the highs, followed by this push lower. And if that's the case, where euro dollar would do the same thing, where it sweeps these highs and then starts breaking lower, then we could have the potential short that I talked about this morning. But for now, since this has turned short-term bullish after tapping the weekly order block, I am okay with holding this trade on pound dollar because this was the most bullish pair at the particular time. So let's see what happens.
Let's go. This always works when I'm doing the day in the life. I love it. Right now, I have to go to the Dubai Mall. I need to pick up my hard drive and I'm going to meet someone that you know. I'm probably not gonna film him, but we'll see. Okay, so I'm at the Dubai Mall. I came to meet Mr. Words of Wisdom. Check out the pod. The pod came out on Monday. You're watching this on Saturday, hopefully. So the pod is going to be like the description. Pod was really good. Thank you.
The goods. The goods. You don't know what's under there. I haven't seen what's on there, but I've heard what's on there.
It's really good. Yeah, it's really good.
I'm excited to see it. Right? So we'll give that to you. But yeah, check out the pod. Incredible pod. You know, we filmed it a couple months back. But yeah, so insightful. I think a lot of people really resonate with the simple side of trading. Rather than overcomplicating. I was laughing a bit over on the way here from that clip that I posted today, which was like, don't need the CB, the propulsion block, because it's so true. Just keep it simple. That's what I love. Yeah, it's always good to see you. Hopefully I've done it as well.
Yeah, hell yeah. See you guys. So this is a weird angle because I need to grab my bag while I'm recording this. But the trade is still running profit. Let me show you. Stop loss is still where it was, but I need to probably change it. So when I have some time, when I stop a little bit, I will see where I'm going to put my stops. So now I have something else to do. Okay, so I'm back home. Time to check out the trade because I don't know what is going on with that trade. I know it was pulling back a little bit. It's reacting out of the two levels that I was expecting it to react from. So let's see if it's still going. You're gonna see my reaction. No, just kidding. So this is the trade. I'm going to trail my stop loss to probably 0.5R, a little bit before 0.5R, but it's not looking bad. Like it basically swept those two highs. I was expecting it to sweep. So now it's time to reduce the risk basically. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be grabbing the fib, putting it below the 50%. So that's around 0.5R risk. Let's see how the trade goes. Let's see if we impulse to the upside. Let's see if we profit today or if we take a small loss or even break even, who knows? Okay, so I actually moved my stop to break even because I just noticed that we tapped the daily order block. And from here on, if the market is bearish, then this is going to turn into a bearish day, a bearish trade. And so I just don't want to execute on it. And euro dollar is still doing something similar to what we were expecting. So euro dollar could present us with a short actually. Okay, so trade is still hanging around break even. It's currently at break even. Again, don't really care. Trade is here. If it wants to take me out for break even, then so be it. Euro dollar does look like it wants to push to the downside, but I'm still not looking at anything in particular. So we have a little bit of development and I will show you because maybe there is a trade on EU, maybe there is a short, just like we were expecting in the beginning of the day, maybe not. I have not been tagged out of pound dollar yet, which means that if EU does what I'm expecting it to do, then maybe we have a short on EU. If it doesn't, then maybe we have a win on pound dollar. So either way, a win-win situation, or at least for today, we have a risk-free day. For now. So this is what I'm looking for on EU. I'm looking for the market to impulse higher.
flip this order block to bullish and then back to bearish for me to then execute. Reason for that is because everyone will think that this is the time where the market is going to move higher, and then it confirms that it's moving lower, and then I execute. And then on pound dollar, I haven't been tagged out, so the market came close to my break even and then started moving to the upside. So for now, not looking at anything in specific, I will just keep trading what I have. Right now I am short. Exactly what I was looking for did indeed happen, exactly what I forecasted, so I just have to say this in the Discord. So yes, I am short right now, and I should be taking out for break even right there. And we'll see, maybe I even get tagged out on both. Break even on one and a loss on the other. It's possible. I will be closing this trade out for minus 0.5. Yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you tonight on the trade recap. See ya. Okay, so we just finished the live stream. It was a good live stream. We watched the news play out, and I actually closed EU for a minus 0.5, and EU is still running. So I will explain to you the two trades tonight. Not now. You have to stick with me if you want the full value, okay? But yeah, minus 0.5 on EU, which is fine. And right now, let's see how GU plays out. It's fine, but this can quickly turn.
If you ever consider trading FX and futures, just don't. You won't have a life. I promise you. I wake up, I procrastinate, then it gets to London session, I look at FX, then now we have New York session, I still look at FX, I live stream, afterwards I'm trading futures for the next 2 to 3 hours. Sometimes it's quicker. If I take a nice winning trade, then I'd stop trading for the day. But still, I started trading for freedom, and now I'm exchanging freedom for money again. I just have a new full-time job, really. So if you ever consider doing both, don't. Just stick to one. This is good.
And right now, I just got tagged out of GU. It's not a high risk to reward for sure, plus 0.75. Obviously not the best risk to reward at all, but overall happy with the day. I didn't know that tomorrow was going to be Euro refinance rate and CPI on the pound, so that's why I'm okay with managing the trade and now getting tagged out. Okay, so it's currently 6:17 here in Dubai. It's already dark. It's like, come on, give me a little bit of light. But no, the market was ranging around quite a lot. Eventually, I didn't do anything here, didn't want to long, didn't want to short. We were inside of this big range, and then eventually the market started to break to the downside. Again, didn't execute. I don't think that there was a need to execute. We have just gone for these lows right now. So we'll see. If the market starts moving extremely bullish, then maybe I will think about the longs. But I said this in the live stream inside of the Simple Trading Edge that right now it's looking range bound. Like I'm not interested in anything inside of this range. Okay, so the market did end up moving a lot. If it focuses, the market did end up moving a lot, and I didn't take advantage of it. I didn't find any shorts in the market because in the beginning we just had a little bit of a range, and then the market started to break lower. So today, that's how I'm finishing. I will do a trade recap right now for you guys, and then we'll go to the final remarks, which are going to be extremely important. So make sure to watch until the end.
Okay, so let's break down the trades that I entered. The fact that tomorrow we have pound CPI and afterwards we have main refinance rate. So this creates low probability conditions.
And when I was looking through this trade and the trade was very, very close to break even, I was thinking, well, I'm not going to close the trade just because it's close to break even. Doesn't make any sense. And once the trade starts to break higher, I could possibly just take a 1-to-1, which again, obviously it's not the best risk to reward. It's good enough, by the way, because my strike rate is above 50%. But either way, once the market then started to break higher and then come back lower, I actually exited the trade. But let's quickly break down why I entered in these trades. Well, first of all, let's understand that the market was actually quite bearish on the daily. So what I was looking for was, where is the market going to go first? And I believe that this order block was the one to go, and then maybe it would go lower. And when I was looking at pound dollar on the 1 hour, we had this big push to the upside. After what happened, euro dollar reached the weekly order block. So all of a sudden, I'm expecting euro dollar to react from here, and pound dollar, because it has very similar price action to euro dollar, it's also going to react. And this was the reaction that we had on pound dollar. As the market moved to the upside, my idea was, okay, so now let me go onto the 5-minute and let me find a reason to enter on this market. After having the push to the downside, we have the reaction out of the order block, and I came a little bit late into it, and I then put my entry at the order block. I got tagged in, the market went into a little bit of drawdown, all good. At this point, we were in the live stream of the simple trading edge. We had just swept the low, my stop loss was at break even, it had just been missed, and then eventually we started impulsing to the upside, and afterwards I closed the trade as this fair value gap was disrespected for a 0.75R. The reason why I started managing more aggressively was because I was already running 1R, we had the sweep of the high, and so if the market wants to quickly start impulsing lower, then I don't want to be involved and I want to lock in profit. So 1 day before CPI usually is low probability conditions. After this is going to be a very important message. And don't forget to like and subscribe. That's also an important message, I guess. Now, so that was the exit. And then eventually, as expected, the market just ended up ranging around, and it's not really doing anything as of now, and I'm not interested. So overall, I'm happy with the fact that I was able to squeeze some profit out of this very messy range. Now, on EU, New York Open, after the New York Open, I didn't want the market to come all the way towards this high, and so I wanted to see the market going higher, sweeping a previous high, and then starting to break lower. So like this, everyone believes that we're going up, and then once the market confirms bearish, then I execute. And that's exactly what happened. So we had very big push lower, I execute at the 5-minute inverted fair value gap, and then eventually the market starts breaking higher. I'm seeing how all of these fair value gaps not only are inverted again, but they are being respected. And so I just decided to close the trade, and then the market did move a little bit lower, but again, I stuck to my guns. I'm like, no, I'm not entering, and then the market just ranged around. It would have tagged me out for a full loss, then go back to break even. So now I'm really not interested. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and let's go on to the final message.
Okay, so I want to tell you guys why I like doing these day in the lives. It's because I get great feedback, and I'm so happy to see that the people that watch are actual traders. What does this mean? If you guys see me taking a loss, if you guys see me taking a win, if you guys see me taking a break even, you understand that it's part of trading. On other people's channels, it feels like they only share the winners because they know that that's what they get praised for. While in this channel, I really pride myself on the fact that I can show you the wins, I can show you the losses, because you will understand that it's part of trading. There are some people that every time they see me taking a loss, like, oh, I took a loss. Come on, they're not my target audience either way. But the reason I make these videos, and the reason I don't put them in the bin every time they don't go as planned, is because I need you guys to understand, and you understand this, that trading has wins, has losses, has monetary gain, has monetary losses, and at the end of the day, the number one goal we need to have is to become a profitable trader. We need to forecast and execute in line with our direction. If you forecast something and you don't take it, you are taking a bigger loss than if you forecast it, take it, and it ended up being a loss. Listen to that again. So today was just a break-even day, basically. It was 0.25%. I'm overall happy with the way that I read the market. I'm not too happy with my exit on pound dollar. I'm happy with the community that I have here on this channel. I definitely believe in you, especially if you are the person that looks at these videos, gets inspired by the wins, by the losses, by the break-evens, everything. You are human, I am human, we make mistakes, we make good trading decisions, we make bad trading decisions. And if we ever make a bad decision, reduce the damage by as much as possible. So that is the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you were able to take some value from this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.